What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coffee with Dudes. We got another fun one today. So we have not done this in a while, but for a while we were doing like one of us would try to guess the top 5 of something according to ChatGPT. And so today I have put in what are the top 5 science-backed tips to lose weight fast. And let's see if Matt can best guess the best ways to lose weight fast. Science backed, though, you got to understand. So
Okay.
like, to be honest with you, like this stuff is really good.
Yeah.
These are some great ones. This is going to be some good knowledge for you guys.
All right. I'm going to take a guess and say that if I'm thinking, how do I go fastest wise, A to B? Are we talking physical side of things? Or are we talking nutrition, or could it be either one?
It's any and
Any.
all.
Okay. Anything's on the table. All right.
Yep.
Let's do the physical side first. Let's say type of training. I would say strength train. I don't know if these are two separate things, but I'm thinking strength training for sure. More specifically, like HIIT training intervals.
Okay, so like number 3 on the list is focus on resistance training and neat movement. And
Okay.
so, aim for 3 to 4 resistance training sessions per week is what it says, and add 8 to 10,000 steps per day.
Cool.
And so, I mean, great ideas here. So why it works, just give ChatGPT's knowledge on this. Lifting weights signals your body to retain muscle while burning fat. Pairing that with higher daily movement, steps, walks, chores, boost your total calorie burn. Honestly, fantastic advice there from ChatGPT, right?
Which we tell and have our clients do anyways, right? Like, so it's,
All of this stuff is stuff that we talk about. So
okay.
you're gonna just so you know that stuff that like this list. So that's number 3. So you nailed number 3. Again, like this.
Is
We don't
interval training on there? Or like HIIT training, interval training, or no?
know. So this is the only one that has anything to do with movement. This number 3 here.
Okay, got it. Cool. Okay. So I think, well, it's also the biggest needle mover too. And what, like, if I'm putting myself in those shoes and I like had that stuck in my mind, like somebody's like, you have to lose weight and you have to get in shape super fast, like, and specifically body fat, like that's what I would do. Like
Yeah,
if I wasn't already. The
exactly.
other thing would be I would absolutely prioritize protein. So have a protein target and hit a certain amount daily.
What target would you hit?
I would go, me specifically, I'm around 210, 215 right now. So I would try to shoot for at least that. I would be, I like being closer to like 220, 230 at least minimum. And if I get over that, great. So I'm a big fan of like around the 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight.
Yeah, you nailed it, dude. So it says number 2 on the list is eat 1 gram to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of lean body weight. So obviously, like what we've talked about this plenty of times on the podcast, it's going to keep you more full. It preserves the muscle, increases your metabolism because you burn more calories digesting protein as opposed to carbs and fats, the thermic effect of food. 20 to 30% of its calories are burned through the digestion process. And so
Mm-hmm.
some ideas you guys can think about here: chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein shakes. Like if you're on like the vegetarian or whatever side, like tofu, prioritize at every meal. Like we talk about on one of our previous podcasts, like that using ChatGPT for like 50 gram plus per meal. I mean, kind of figure out how much do you need to get to the one gram per pound of body weight abouts. And like if that's 200 grams, then like how do you need to split up amongst your meals and snacks to make sure that you get that? And then
Mm-hmm.
that sets you up good for being successful there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a game changer if you haven't done it. You'll start to see pounds drop if you have never even thought about prioritizing protein, or you think that you're eating enough protein until you actually start tracking it. And once you do it consistently, even in a short amount of time, you'll notice you're going to start dropping weight. And so it's great from a recovery standpoint. It's great from what you talked about, the thermic effect of food. Like there's so many different benefits that come from it just by doing one thing. So if like people are overwhelmed with things, it's like that's one thing that you can do that'll knock down a bunch of different stones for you just by focusing on one task. What number was that on the list?
That was number 2. So we got number 2 was eat 1 gram to 1.2 grams per protein per pound of body weight. Number 3 was focus on resistance training and steps, chore, like boosting your knee movement.
Okay, so they combine those two into one because those can almost be like two separate ones, but
It could
like,
be two separate, yeah. And so we got 3 left. We got number 1, number 4, and number 5.
okay, next one that comes to mind, I'm thinking of the quality of food. So I would say like single ingredient, just higher quality foods that are going to give you more volume. So more calorically friendly foods, I guess you could say, or calorically dense, right? Like so.
Yeah. So I would put that in here. So number 5 was cut out liquid calories and processed snacks. So I
Oh,
think that's basically
that's
you
a
see
different way of saying it. Yeah.
different way of saying it, right? It's just a lot of times what I've found through coaching is that so many people they drink so much pop, they drink so many of these like super high calorie coffees and these different things that just load you up with an extra 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 1,000 calories every single day, and all of a sudden like you just start cutting those out or even limiting them. Like I've had people where it's like, oh, they drink like a 12 pack of Coke a day, and then you get them even just down to like 6, and they like
Mhm.
it starts to shed off their body because that's like 1,200 less calories that they're drinking, and
Right.
they're consuming, which isn't just the thing is like those liquid calories especially are just gonna like they don't, your body doesn't, it's not like keep you full, which is the same thing with the processed food, which is why those single ingredient whole foods, it's like you just don't feel as full. Like you eat and you eat or you drink and you drink and it just doesn't do much, right? And so then you eat more to get full, and voila, you're in a calorie surplus, or you're out of your calorie deficit pretty easily.
Awesome. So that was number 5. So we got 2, 3, and 5. We need 1 and 4.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think the next one would be to. This is tough. Give me a hint. Because
So
I could be a few different things in my head. I'm trying to narrow it down.
number 1 is like the big overarching thing that you're trying to accomplish. It's
Um,
like it's like the ultimate way to lose weight. The only way to possibly lose weight.
eat less.
It basically you have to be in a calorie deficit.
Yeah,
You have
caloric
to create
deficit. Yeah, you
yeah.
have to eat less. Yeah.
And it has some good stuff on here too. It's like this is the single most important factor. Obviously, if you're not in a calorie deficit, you're not going to lose weight. A deficit, now you can lose body fat not being in a calorie deficit, right? You
Mhm.
can be at maintenance, eating more protein and working out, and you gain muscle, lose a little bit of body fat. But it just says a deficit of about 500 to 750 calories per day leads to a loss of roughly 1 to 1.5 pounds per week, which is safe, fat, and sustainable according to the National Institutes of Health and Harvard Health. And it has some
Chances
pretty good
are,
tips here, right? It says don't
yeah.
starve yourself. Like don't go way too low. Use a calorie calculator. I don't agree with that one too much because I think that's kind of bullshit. But then focus on high protein, high volume foods to stay full. So got a lot of gold here from ChatGPT.
How about hydration? Is hydration on there? Drink more water? Plus,
It's
because you were just
not.
doing it.
It's actually
No.
not. So, which is this? That's probably like a
A runner up. Yeah.
bonus one, but it's along those lines, like in the kind of the main things that we talked about as the last one.
Um, okay, so we have protein on there. We have the physical one of strength training with NEAT, total daily energy expenditure. We also had
Calorie
what was
deficit, and we had
calorie
like
deficit was number 1.
whole food slash cut out the liquid calories.
Yeah, okay, cut liquid calories out.
Number 4 is the last one.
Give me a hint.
It's you do it every night
Um,
for 8 hours.
oh. I was thinking way too hard about that.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah, that is
watch
important for sure. You gotta sleep. You
Netflix,
gotta
you know?
sleep. I was like, brush my teeth.
Yeah. No,
I was like,
prioritize,
stretch. I was like, nah, that won't make a difference.
but yeah, prioritize sleep and stress management. So
Yeah,
the
yeah, for
thing is,
sure.
we've talked about this a million times on the podcast. Like lack of sleep can really bump up the cortisol levels. You know, more cravings, water retention, belly fat.
Drives imbalances leptin and ghrelin. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like try to shoot for somewhere in like 7 to 9 hours if you can. I always try to like cut. I don't drink caffeine after noon. I think that kind of helps.
Yep.
The other
Same.
thing I like to do is go out. I like to get a walk in first thing in the morning if I can, like get in sunlight. That's a huge thing. Helps increase melatonin production throughout the day. And then, you know, obviously stress management speaks for itself. They kind of go hand in hand. It's the best sleep tool, but you know the best stress management tool is good sleep, and you know it's going to just help you feel better. You're not going to have as high a cortisol. You know, there's a lot of huge benefits to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's a perfect example of it's funny how that was the last one to think about because it flies under the radar so easy
Yeah.
and it's just not and it just goes to show even with us like we talk about this stuff all the time and it's like the least common one that'll come to top of mind when you're thinking about that stuff and that's like real life too. It's the thing that everybody including myself feels like we could just brush over and it's like not important, and of course it was the last one for us to pick on the list, you know. So it's like that's
Yeah,
why.
it's crazy, but a really really good list here. Just to kind of recap for everybody. So number one, create a moderate calorie deficit. Number two, eat 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of lean body weight. Another caveat there is like if you are extremely overweight, go for goal body. Use goal body weight as a number on that.
Great point.
Number three, focus on resistance training and steps. Number four, prioritize your sleep and stress management. And lastly, cut out liquid calories and processed snacks. Another way to think about that is what Matt said: add more whole foods. I think that's an easier way. Like cutting out can sometimes be harder. If you think about adding more of something else, I think it naturally cuts out some of those
For
things.
sure. Yeah.
Kind of
Open
the
up your capacity, fill your capacity up by default. You'll get rid of that stuff.
Mhm.
You'll crave it less too, and it'll much easier way versus like going cold turkey, cutting something out, and then like that also leads to restriction from food consumption just in general. And then now you've created these habits of under eating, right? Which is a whole nother story. So it's just I feel like it's a slippery slope when people just decide to eliminate this, eliminate that, eliminate that. It's like
Yeah,
push that stuff out naturally just by increasing the quality of what it is you choose to consume on a daily basis. That stuff will just go to the wayside naturally and you don't really have to think about it.
exactly. But good stuff. Well, anything else to add there?
No, man, that's it. I think this can be helpful, although a lot of these top five proven aspects are not groundbreaking or anything drastically, completely brand new. There are things that you and I talk about all the time. However, there's no amount of times that there's no max on how many times we can be reminded. Like we have to be reminded of these things constantly. Even you and I live, breathe it. We do it from a business standpoint and have for a long time. And it's just like we still need to be reminded. So it just goes to show you like the goal should always be ingraining these as much as we possibly can into part of our lifestyle versus like these arbitrary things that we quote unquote have to do. And once we can make them more of a habit, we allow ourselves to think about it less, the more it becomes who we are. These things allow us to put ourselves in a really good position without having to really use too much brain power to think about doing the thing. We just do it because we are it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks everybody for taking some time out of your day to watch, listen to this. Again, as always, if you like this, if you got some value from it, just share this with somebody that you know, love, coworker, friend, family. It helps us out a ton. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. We'll be talking to you soon.